Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Medium by Design. I have a message here from Thomas Jefferson. And before I get into this, I just want to talk a little bit about this whole field of communication and how communication is a part of everything, and that this spiritual phenomena is connected to everything, including physical spaces, homes, and objects. And there is no time differentiation on the other side. So I can pull in anybody from any part of history, which I have done, as in this message, and they're all alive and well, so to speak, on the other side. And I had a great question. I thought it was time to actually clarify this on a video. People ask, if reincarnation is real and a person dies and then goes and has another life experience, how come you can still write from them? And here's the simple answer. The aspect of soul that is the personality that we knew never disappears. And that's how vast our souls are. I can be Salvatore now, but I have been these other personalities and characters through the history of all time, and those personalities, those people, are still available to tap into. And that goes for everybody. Everybody who has had multiple soul experiences throughout time and throughout timelines, and I'm going to go even further and say throughout multiple realities. Because remember, there are multiple dimensions, and souls get to bounce from each dimension as their soul wants to evolve. So the one very narrow belief system that's holding us back from understanding the universe and our Creator is that everything is linear. So that if you die, I'll give you a personal example. If my soul had an experience and died in 1945, and I came back in 1963, that nothing happened between 45 and 63. That's not true. Because there is no time on the other side. I could have had countless numbers of experiences. My soul, that is, could have had countless numbers of experiences in multi dimensions on different levels. And then I decided, well, why don't I give Earth a shot again and come back? And I know this concept is not easy to hear, and I'm not here to debate. This is the experience that I have, and this is the understanding of the universe and death and the soul that I have at this time. And I'm not saying it won't change, but at this point of my evolution, this is what I know. I'm open to something else and the other levels, and I'm sure I'll keep receiving more information about that. But at this point, and making this video, this is something I really wanted to share. So I'm going to get into this, and I'll read the intro like I've been doing, how I invite them in, and then you see what you receive from it. Yesterday, I received a quote from Thomas Jefferson. This was in an email, and it was warning about banks in business with the government. I had read it years ago, but this time I thought it would be so cool to write from him. So I sit here requesting wisdom about our country, government, and banking, as well as any insights Thomas Jefferson may have for me. I welcome you here. And here's what he said. Well, this does take the cake. Speaking clearly from here after all this time, it is not common for me to be heard from on your side, but quite welcomed. I have been watching and even discussing the condition of the country we created. Motives, intentions, greed, hunger, power, and even enslavement have corrupted the minds of politicians, leaving them believing they are above those they serve. This is so far from our beginnings, it is difficult to watch and hard to believe it's the same country. You see, when we started, we were determined, yes, determined to change our lives. We were idealists who saw the new world as a place to thrive without the hand of rulership telling us, quote, how to anything. The freedom to live and prosper the way we choose, the freedom to live in harmony with each other, embracing all differences and celebrating our newfound freedom. We were an intelligent group with very simple ideas. Today, it is going to take the people government serves to remind them who they work for. People must state the demands and expect government to carry those demands out. Remember, there have been many uprisings over the years, all with clear intentions to change existing circumstances. This one is no different. An uprising is simply the undercurrents of repressed desires being forced out of a people through intense emotions to cause a lasting change. This is necessary and long overdue. Your part is to keep people thinking and focused on the larger picture, to assist or allow them to think differently and understand that they are part of the puzzle, and the mind is necessary to assist in change. This is how people get, quote, on board by the way they choose to think and perceive. We, as a nation, believed freedom of expression is paramount and the number one reason to be in and part of this country. We also have had to work at achieving this goal. We stated our intention publicly and in writing, then set history-making events in motion. People had to change their minds as slavery was not in alignment with our goals. Although a very common practice, there were those of us who knew it was an unjust practice. It just took time and a growing number of people to agree. As you know, it was a long, painful fight, but things do change with persistent effort. This is what is needed today: consistent effort. Effort to be heard, listened to, and then convinced that the time has come for something different, a new way of doing business, a new way to run the country. As things move along, the new way will begin to look like our old way with some very necessary enhancements. Time should be seen as this extremely slow-moving wheel of change, where the increments of change at times are minute. Wow, this is short and sweet. He gets right to it. Timeless message, as you can see, it fits what we're going through now and some of the ideals that they had at the beginning of the start of this country. So I hope this touches you. I hope you received something from it. I hope you found it interesting. I certainly did, because I started experimenting with people from different eras. I don't always write from contemporaries, and I think it's great. And there's more of this to come, because I have a few more from our history that are very interesting. And again, if you feel this was fun, supportive, insightful, inspirational, a benefit to you in any way, please just like it, subscribe if you like, follow these things, these videos, and if you really feel motivated, feel free to make a donation to this channel through the PayPal link or a Zelle connection. And again, thank you very, very much, because you know what? There is so much more to come on the Medium by Design.